Criaturas nocturnas, seguimos aquí en Fright Mart y ahora estamos con Vince Alvendia, Vince de Egg Drop Ramen Studio, un artista talentoso. Vemos varios prints. Vince, how's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, is this your first Fright Mart?
Yes, this is my first time tabling it. My friend Atiba actually runs the show.
Oh yeah.
So I've helped him out, set up, and obviously attended and partaken. And this year I decided to try and table.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you not necessarily being a first timer, you saw the growth from last year to this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
And we're glad to have you for this year.
Thank you.
You have some very interesting prints.
Thank you.
I see No Face from Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name.
Princess Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke. So a lot of Studio Ghibli inspired stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm also seeing some horror prints over here. I see a Michael and a Jason.
Yeah.
That caught my eye. Tell us about your work with just art in general, like drawing, prints, etc.
So a lot of my stuff is based on pop art. A lot of my influences are anime and Disney, as far as my style goes. But content, I'm a fan of almost anything. Sci-fi, fantasy, horror. The reason I did these watercolors, my wife challenged me to draw cutesy versions of Mike Myers and Jason. So, and I decided to go kind of nuts with personalizing the frames and all that. But we're big like Scream fans, old school 80s horror slasher flicks, that kind of thing.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of inspiration drawn from those 80s slasher movies.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of 80s pop culture influence, like basically the nerd that I am. So it obviously leaks into my art. I do some current stuff. Like this one is kind of like this print's kind of like a bridge between two worlds because it's a current anime called Dan, where the female protagonist kind of has her foot in the supernatural world. Male protagonist has his foot in the UFO unknown world. And
it's
it reminded me
the
of
X-Files vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so I thought,
it.
why not give them like kind of a X-Files amalgamation for the print.
And then the next two.
This is a Stu from Scream.
Okay.
Basically, our favorite character from the Scream franchise.
Matthew Lillard?
Yeah, I mean, big Matthew Lillard fans, but specifically because of his role in Scream, we're hoping he somehow makes his way back in any way, shape, or form.
I think we're all excited about how he's coming, even if it's a flashback. I think we're all excited that he's coming back. Yeah,
well,
this is
great. So many theories of how he didn't, like, we didn't really see him die. He just kind of twitched, so.
and that whole scene with him like expressing his agony is like you eat it up and it's so good.
Yes. He basically steals every scene he's in.
Exactly.
Especially towards in the climax of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, in the big reveal. So, and then this is my I drew kind of like my version of my favorite moment is Freak Out. You know, of all his it's kind of all the moments combined that he has in that movie. You know.
Right. Awesome. Okay. So obviously, as a Scream fan. Do you have a particular favorite Scream movie, or
the first one will always be my favorite? Yeah, the original will always be my favorite. The second one, because of Courtney Cox's haircut, and they kind of did Dewey dirty a little bit, you know. But they kind of rectify it in the rest of the movies. But the first one will always be my first love.
I think they did him dirty almost every movie, right?
Yeah, and he's another character.
Yeah.
Where he was just an instant favorite. Every scene he was in, you ate it up.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Until the last one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Alvin, thank you so much for your time with your interview. We're glad to see you here this year as an exhibitor. We hope to see you again next year.
Absolutely.
Are you also hitting Scream Diego later in October?
No, unfortunately, my last convention for this year will be Comic-Con.
Oh.
But because I'm working on some projects, I need that time.
I see.
Because I've had my fill of drawing other people's creations. I think it's time to put my own creation out there.
There we go.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, and how can people find you on social media besides eggdropramen.studio?
So eggdropramen.studio is my website. Eggdrop Ramen is my handle on Instagram, Blue Sky, on Twitter. I'm not going to call it the other thing. But yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, appreciate your time. Your talent is noted and appreciated. I love Matthew Lillard. I love the X-Files representation of this one. But again, those cute Jason and Michael frames definitely caught my eye. So thank you for your time. We hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.